At first glance, SpongeBob SquarePants seems like one of the happiest cartoons ever made. A cheerful sponge, a starfish best friend, a pineapple under the sea, and endless goofy adventures. But the longer you watch, the stranger Bikini Bottom becomes, because beneath the jokes and absurd humor lies something surprisingly fascinating. A cast of characters whose personalities reveal deeper psychological patterns, and once you notice them, you may never watch SpongeBob the same way again. SpongeBob is relentlessly positive. No matter how badly things go, he keeps moving forward. He is rejected, mocked, taken advantage of, and yet he remains enthusiastic. While this makes him lovable, it also raises an interesting question. Why does SpongeBob never seem discouraged? Psychological, SpongeBob represents extreme optimism, is the embodiment of resilience, the ability to recover from setbacks and keep finding joy in everyday life. In a world full of negativity, SpongeBob's mindset is almost superhuman. As children, many viewers saw Squidward as the villain, the grumpy neighbor who hated fun. But as adults, many people suddenly relate to him. Squidward dreams of success. He believes he is talented. He wants recognition, yet he feels trapped in a job he dislikes, in a life that never seems to improve. His frustration comes from the gap between expectations and reality. That's a struggle millions of people experience, which is why Squidward often feels more relatable with age. Patrick is carefree. He really worries about consequences. He's constant doing almost nothing. Well, that sounds relaxing. Patrick also represents something deeper, the temptation to avoid responsibility, to stay comfortable rather than challenge yourself. Patrick is unhappy, but he also is not Korean, and that's what makes his character surprisingly interesting. Mr. Krabs wants money, Plankton wants success. Neither seems satisfied. No matter how much they gain, Mr. Krabs always wants more wealth. Plankton always wants the secret formula. They are trapped in endless cycles of desire. Psychologically, they represent obsession, the belief that happiness exists just beyond the next achievement, but when they get closer, satisfaction never arrives. The genius of SpongeBob is that every character reflects a different way of approaching life. Optimism, cynicism, comfort, obsession, ambition. Together, they create a world that feels ridiculous on the surface, but surprisingly human underneath. That's why the show works for both children and adults. The jokes entertain kids. The character the characters resonate with everyone else. The dark psychology of SpongeBob is not about hidden conspiracies or creepy theories. It's about people, their fears, their dreams, their flaws. And perhaps that's why SpongeBob SquarePants has remained popular for decades. Because beneath, beneath the pineapple and the laughter, Bikini Bottom feels a lot like the real world.
Toast to new friends. Hold on a second. I hope y'all like your tea strong. Drink up.